Good morning, everybody, and happy Lionsgate portal. So, you guys have probably been hearing that term a lot. If you're witches, if you follow spiritual people, if you follow other witches, I know you've been hearing it because it's all I've been hearing is Lionsgate portal. And to be honest with you, I did not understand what it was. I know for my own self, my pattern in my life, around this time is when I feel inspired to try new things. And I usually just kind of go with those urges. I don't fight against the urge to try something different or do something new or be a different way or, shake things up. That's totally that Leo Lionsgate energy coming in and shaking things up. And I just didn't understand really what it was until I did some heavy research yesterday. I've been really getting, like you guys know, I've been into spiritual teachings and all that. Well, I was watching this show on the Gaia network on Amazon. If you don't have that, if you're not subscribed to the Gaia network, do it because you learn so much. And I was watching the show yesterday about the secret life of symbols and how the symbology around everything kind of is in everywhere. Like you can't escape the symbology. And I remember as a kid, I was obsessed with drawing Saturn. Like I would draw Saturn everywhere on all of my stuff, on everything. And I feel like it's those personal little tugs that you get in your life. It's almost, you could call it synchronicities, deja vu. You could look at something and be like, that's always been there. How strange. And that's, okay, so what this whole thing is, the Lionsgate portal, why we call this part of summer the dog days of summer, is because all of it revolves around this ancient tribe, this ancient people knowing about Sirius, which is the dog star. It's the brightest star in our sky. It's the North Star, all that stuff. That is not the only star there, though. Sirius is a dual star system. And part of that star system is a star that we cannot see with our naked eye. We have to have special instruments to see it. It's a white dwarf star, which means it's like the most, it's like the heaviest object there is. And it's Sirius is known as our spiritual sun. So it's the closest, biggest star. It's the closest and biggest star. I'm getting confused here. It's the biggest star closest to us. Okay, so it's the next star system over from our star. And what happens on this time, on 8/8 today, is the alignment. Our sun aligns with Sirius and the other star in the system. So it's like Sirius A and Sirius B, which is known as our spiritual sun. So it's shining a light on our inner callings. It is shining a light on things that we want and hope and dream for, and being honest with ourselves about how we are holding ourselves back, okay? Because in reality, that's all it is. If there is something that you don't have but you want it, or if there's a quality that somebody else possesses and you are envious of, you know why you're envious is because you already possess that quality, but you just can't see it. Your mind keeps telling you, yourself, your soul, that you don't possess that. And you are blocking yourself from being that way. But let me tell you a secret, you guys, and I've told you this secret before. People already see it. People already see your potential. Whether you see it or not, whether you believe it or not, they can see it. They see you as you wish you, okay, so think of the most perfect example of yourself. Think of how you wish you could be, like qualities about yourself that you wish you had. Think of all those things, okay? Write them down. Note them, because you already possess them. I promise you guys, people already see your greatest self. People already see that. And when people can see that, they're going to react one of two ways, okay? They're going to cheer you on and they're going to be gung-ho for you, or they're going to hate you. They're going to be mad about it because they haven't stepped up to the plate. Your greatness shines a light on other people's lack of love for themselves. It shines a light on how they've been being absent and not showing up for themselves. And it really stings when you get around people who have loved themselves correctly, who have gone after their dreams, and who have not listened to anything what people say and are totally authentically themselves. It really stings when you haven't done that for yourself, okay? Like, you know, like one of you guys left a comment that kind of keeps replaying in my head, and I haven't said anything to it because I've been trying to figure out the correct way to react to it. And I think this is the correct way. So somebody had commented on my video the other day that no wonder your female neighbors don't like you. You have a good, nice body. And I thought to myself, wow, is that really why people don't like me? Because I have an eating disorder, and I'm scared of being big because my entire family's big and has health problems? Is it because I have body dysmorphia that people are see me as different? Yes. And it's all perspective, and you can shift your perspective. But that really got me to thinking, like, the only person who can keep you in that mindset, the only person who can make you feel those feelings when you see somebody doing or being better than you is you. Okay? Those feelings that I bring up in whoever, that has nothing to do with me, okay? Because I'm the nicest person, you know? Well, not the nicest person. I wouldn't put it that way. I'm just real, okay? I'm real, I'm honest, like, I'm authentic. I can get over shit, I can look past stuff. I'm gonna say how I feel. I expect you to say how you feel. You know? I just want real, true, honest connections. And you can't have that with somebody if you don't have that with yourself. I'm sorry, you can't. If you can lie to yourself and you believe your lies, and the lies you tell, and they just kind of roll off your back like I used to. I used to lie to people, you guys. I used to lie to everybody about everything. And it wasn't because I had to. It was just because, like, I didn't know who I was. So I couldn't tell the truth because I just didn't know. I never sat down and looked at myself and looked at my behaviors and looked at my reactions. I never sat down and looked at those things and picked them apart and wondered why they are like that. Why am I like this? Why do I react like this? I never did that until like 5 years ago, 6 years ago. And when I did that and I got honest with myself about how I was allowing people to talk bad about me, how I was okay with it in a sense because I was on drugs. I didn't really care. I had no sense of self or sense of self-worth. So what people said about me did not affect me in the slightest. My reputation, I didn't give two shits about it. Like, and I wasn't up for apologizing. I was more like middle finger to the world, and fuck all you guys. Like, I don't have to explain myself to anybody. But I don't feel that way now. I mean, I still feel like I don't have to explain myself, but I'm more apt to give an explanation and an apology when needed and necessary for everyone to feel comfortable and move on. And so you really have to, that is what this time of year is. This Leo, this alignment, it is asking you, it is giving you permission to get honest with yourself. To ask yourself, what boundaries do you place in front of yourself? What do you tell yourself that keeps you in a box? Do you tell yourself that you're not creative? If you have an urge to be creative, you are creative. If you have that urge within you, that's all you need. And maybe some art supplies, but even then you don't need art supplies. You can work around that. It's just, what are you telling yourself that is keeping you there? What are you allowing? What are you, because things, you will receive what you feel you deserve, okay? And when you start feeling that you're worthy of more, you're gonna be fed the fuck up with everybody's bullshit. You are not gonna be so apt to not rock the boat because you don't want to make people uncomfortable. It's time that we do this for ourselves. Please, if you have been putting yourself in a box, if you have been telling yourself things that aren't true, if you have been envious of other people but just not doing anything to get there yourself, because trust me, you guys, having a nice body, being creative, being healthy, it all takes hard work. It doesn't just like boom happen. It just, like if I didn't go for walks every day, and if I didn't like garden, I would be 50 pounds heavier. Okay, so it's not anything, it's not that I'm gifted or anything like that, or anyone is better than anybody else. We are all the same. What makes us different is our drive, is our how we show up for ourselves, how we show up and treat ourselves. Like, I'm not gonna let anybody walk all over me and treat me like shit and put up with it anymore, because I know I deserve more. I know what I bring to the table, and I don't put up with things I know I don't deserve, because it's a self-love thing. Today, I live like this to give other people permission to do the same. Give other people permission to feel like they can take up space. Like it's okay to be loud and proud and rock the boat, make people uncomfortable. That's life. I love you guys. Go out and live today. Do something for yourself. Get in a headspace where you get honest with yourself about how you have been allowing your life to play out, because you are in charge. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.